This video is brought to you by SoccerPro.com. Be sure to visit SoccerPro.com for all the latest soccer gear at everyday low prices with no membership fees. Don't forget to use coupon code SR4U at checkout for $10 off a $75 purchase, plus free shipping within the US. Hey guys, Josh from SoccerReviewsForYou.com, bringing you a video on a topic I get a lot of questions about, and that is comfort and soccer shoes. Which soccer shoe is the most comfortable? I get questions like I value touch, durability, and comfort. Which shoe is the best? Obviously, you value comfort in a soccer shoe. You don't want to wear a soccer shoe that's uncomfortable. It's just, you don't want to wear any shoes for that matter that are uncomfortable to wear. It's just generally a rule. It's how soccer shoes work. If you're going to be spending a significant amount of time in them, you want to be comfortable, right? There's a couple of rules as far as comfort goes, but just to start off the whole video, the four shoes you see in this video are not by any means the most comfortable shoes that I think are the most comfortable. They're just four shoes I use as an example, just for the video. So just kind of a little disclaimer there. Also, just another disclaimer: there is no most comfortable shoe on the market. Simply for the reason that comfort is a very opinionated thing. What I might be comfortable in, you might not be comfortable in. It's just how soccer shoes work. It's very much of a personal preference thing. The number one thing that I think determines the comfort of a soccer shoe, but not always, is the leather versus synthetic. Generally, as a general rule, I'm not saying it's the truth, but as a general rule, leather is more comfortable than synthetic. Mainly because it's a lot softer, it's more flexible, and when you do have rubbing irritation spots, it will stretch out and eventually become more comfortable and form to your foot a little bit better. Where synthetic has more of a predetermined shape, it's a lot stiffer from brand new, and you're never gonna alleviate any of the rubbing spots over time because the shoe's not going to stretch very much. Does that mean that leather is better than synthetic? Absolutely not, because it really comes down to feel. A great example of this would be the Adizeros. Adizero has always been one of those shoes that's come in leather and synthetic, and over time it's become pretty well known that the leather version is the one that most people prefer, and mainly because they say it's more comfortable. And I would have to agree with them. The leather is a little bit softer at the front, and it's a little bit more comfortable to wear. But as far as picking between the two, especially the My Coach version, I would actually prefer the synthetic version simply because of how it fits, and I like the feel of it a little bit better. So that's one case where I would give up a little bit of comfort to have a nicer feel, in my opinion. So it's kind of that you got to find that wiggle room between being comfortable and being happy with what's on your feet and happy with the feel of your soccer shoe. Another thing to note is definitely the heel. Every kind of soccer shoe has different cuts in the heel. Let me just use these two as an example. You have a Legend here, which has a pretty high cut in the heel, and you have a Puma King, which has a little bit of a lower cut. As you guys can see, a little bit lower cut. So you're not going to get as much as much of a solid fit in the heel. Is that a bad thing? No, it just offers a different feel. Some people don't like the low cut feel. The Adipiers also had a very low cut feel. The Adipier 4 at least. So that's one thing to know. And generally the speed boots have a lower cut, so there's not as much kind of support or anything around your ankle, which some people won't like. Generally, if your foot is not the proper shape for the shoe, you're going to get some rubbing if the heel is too low cut. So that's always one thing to note. One other thing to note is the heel liner. Generally, suede is a good thing, synthetic leather is a good thing, but as long as there's some padding there and a material that's not super abrasive, you're generally going to be pretty comfortable in the heel, and it shouldn't be an issue. Of course, width plays another factor, but it's not as big of a thing as most people think. Most soccer shoes, modern soccer shoes these days, are pretty wide, so you're not going to have too many issues wearing certain shoes. There's only a handful of shoes that fit a little bit narrow that you should probably avoid if you have a wider foot, but other than that, that's not really a problem. The last thing to probably note is insoles. Sometimes I'm pretty picky about insoles. A lot of the reviews I put up, I actually swap out the insoles simply because I have certain kinds of insoles that I really like, and it's just something that I do. It's whatever you feel most comfortable with, and that's how it's going to happen. The last thing probably to note is lacing systems, because lacing systems have a really big impact on how the shoe is going to fit. Generally, central lacing systems are going to provide the best fit from what I found, because when you do put the laces to the side, it really depends on the shape of the shoe to really be perfect to your foot in order to have the best possible fit. Of course, there are good shoes with the laces on the side, but generally the central lacing system is going to allow for the tightest possible fit and the least amount of movement in the shoe. But there you go, guys. This is kind of a video about comfort. If you have any other questions about comfort in soccer shoes, leave a comment down below. Let me know. Maybe I'll make a second video kind of clarifying certain things that maybe didn't come across as clear in this video. So there you go, guys. If you want to check out any reviews of any of the shoes you see on this video or any of my other videos, check out the link in the description to my website, soccerreviewsforyou.com. There you'll find a bunch of in-depth, full written reviews, as well as high-quality pictures and buy it now links with the best prices online. So anything you guys want to go check that out, the link's in the description. Also, go check out my Facebook page, links in the description of that. Any questions you have, I'll be happy to answer them on Facebook. And also, go ahead and follow me on Twitter, links in the description of that as well. And as always, guys, make sure you guys comment, rate, subscribe. Don't be afraid to like and favorite the video. And as always, thanks for watching.